Estamos na Quinta do Chocalhinho, em Odemira, e tenho o grande privilégio, a grande honra de ter comigo Raul Sunico, uma lenda viva da música, do piano, das Filipinas e do mundo. Raul Sunico, thank you so much for being here with me, here in Odemira.
Thank you, it's my honor and pleasure.
I have some questions for you about this weekend that you spent here with Terras and Sombra. First of all, we are in Odemira now. You had a chance to see a bit of Odemira. How is it for you, a person of the world, a citizen of the world, to be here in this small, but I say very nice place?
Well, Odemira must be small, but definitely it is not small at all in stature and importance. I enjoyed my stay so much. In fact, I did not expect that Odemira could be so beautiful, so hospitable, and so favorable.
Yeah, that's a characteristic of Alentejo actually, but in Odemira is very, very present.
Yes. I feel so relaxed here. Of course, the place that we are in is also quite comfortable, and we enjoy the company, we enjoy the food, we enjoy the scenery, we enjoy the ambience, the experience, and of course, I enjoyed playing for the community of Odemira.
Yes, so we had a concert yesterday here in Odemira in a small church. It was maybe too small for all the people that came to see and hear you. How did you feel for coming to this small stage, but with so many people interested to hear you?
Well, first of all, it's not the first time that I play in a church, that I play in a small place. And for people to be crowded, not only inside the church, but also outside, it feels so good that you think that there are so many people watching. Even if there are only a few hundred, but of course the population of Odemira is not that big, so I feel that the most important people of the community were present in my concert last night.
In these last days, I heard people talking about you and giving you some adjectives. Living legend, the greatest of all time.
No.
You have lots of experience, you have many years of career, but every time you play you get even bigger, so you have this heavier pressure, on your shoulders. Do you feel it?
Well, I'm so flattered with all the adjectives, but of course, they are not true, they are not real. I'm not the greatest of all time. I'm just glad to hear that people have enjoyed my music. For some people in the community of Odemira, probably this must be the first time that they hear a Filipino pianist, a Filipino musician, probably an artist that is a little above the others that they have heard. But of course, for me, it is a great honor to represent my country and to give a wonderful music to the people. And and I'm almost sure that many people yesterday felt that I was not only playing notes, but I was playing music.
And emotions. And that's one of the missions, or the main mission of Terras and Sombra, is to bring the best of Alentejo to the world and the best of the world to Alentejo. And yesterday we had it. Where did it all start? I mean, you have a long experience in playing piano. To all those that are listening to us and to those children that were yesterday in the concert, how did where did this relation with the piano start in your life?
Well, I started piano lessons at the age of 5, and I have been playing piano all my life. I took it for my college degree. I also had another degree in mathematics, but with a little change of plans because of some circumstance where the former First Lady of the Philippines was able to hear me play, and because of that she offered me a scholarship to further my studies in New York. Otherwise, my career would have gone towards the direction of mathematics. But of course, I have no regrets about it. Through my music, I have met so many people around the world, including you, including the people of Odemira. By the way, this concept of the Terras and Sombra, I have also been doing it in the Philippines on my own. As the dean of a music school, as the head of a cultural center, I have also organized festivals around the country in smaller communities where I bring the whole school, the orchestra, the choir, the chorus, the performers, and bring culture and music to the people. So it's more or less a similar concept that Terras and Sombra is doing in Portugal.
Yeah, you have the spirit of Terras and Sombra. So why is this important? We are doing it here, you are doing it there, and also here. Why is this work important to reach the small communities?
Well, it's because many people in the smaller communities like Odemira, they probably haven't had experience of listening to music so often. So a lot of them, and I'm talking not only of Odemira but also in the Philippines, once they hear music or once they experienced the exposure to arts, music and arts, then they feel that they have missed something in their life, and they hunger for more of the same. I'm sure that people of Odemira would also feel the same way, and wherever Terras and Sombra would go, I know that it's not always in Odemira that they spread out this music and culture. So whichever community that Terras and Sombra would touch, I'm sure would appreciate and hunger for more of the same.
You are indeed an ambassador of Philippines in the world, and this weekend, because of your presence here, we also had the ambassador of the Philippines in Portugal. She went to the concert, also some staff from the embassy. The church was decorated with Filipino art. Did you feel more at home or far away from home? What did you feel?
No, whenever I am, I always feel at home. It's the music that keeps me at home. It doesn't have to be in my own country, and especially with the hospitality and friendship of the people in the community of Odemira, I have never felt lonely while I'm here. I'm thankful to Ambassador Celia Anferia, who had invited me not only once but twice in Portugal. This is my second trip to Portugal. I have performed before in Lisbon, and I will be performing again in a few days' time in another venue in Lisbon. But I look forward that I could come back here at least and share some more music with the people, or contribute in my own small way how the Philippines and Portugal would be bonded more together, especially in terms of culture.
Even though you are far away from the Philippines, while you were here in Odemira, you were awarded in the Philippines with a great distinction, a great award for merit of music. It's one more prize, but it's a very special one. So you are even more a living legend. Tell us about this prize and what does it represent?
Yes, well, this prize is for recognition to the different arts figures in the Philippines, those who have contributed to their particular field, like music, like architecture, like the visual arts, dance. And actually, it is an award that has been given for your years of dedication and high level of artistry. And of course, it's being judged by a panel of experts, a panel of people who have observed the work of the awardees through the years.
Very well. And now to finish this small and informal interview, because you are also a very informal person and with a great sense of humor, what is your message to everyone listening, starting from those that follow you all these years and all those the small ones that are starting now to have interest in music? What is your message to everyone that are listening to us?
Well, there is always this one word that I tell the people, especially those who are practicing piano or practicing any kind of instrument. There is only one word for success, and that's practice. Practice makes perfect. That is definitely true. But what is not true about that sentence is that practice doesn't really make perfection, because there is no such thing as perfection. We always strive towards perfection, but as far high as possible, we try to finish our art, to try to refine our art in as high a level as possible. But for the people who are watching, not only me but the other artists as well, I am so glad glad that you continue to support the arts by your presence, by your enthusiasm, by your dedication, by your interest. And we hope that the few people that we attract towards the musical or the artistic career would be successful in their own ventures. Now, for those who are not going to the music or artistic career, even if they have gone to concerts, I'm sure that you will continue to appreciate our art because we need you. We cannot just practice all day long. We need listeners, we need audiences like you also to appreciate and also to be a recipient of the benefits of artistic value.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Raul Sunico esteve então connosco Terras sem Sombra neste fim de semana em Odemira. Raul, thank you so much.
Thank you, Carlos.
And I'm shaking the hand of a living legend. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Carlos. You're so
Obrigado.
kind.